Good evening. Good evening. Boss lady, the Black Queen of Africa. Mama. Mama, hello. Good evening, ma. Good evening. Good evening. Yes, Mama, my Black Queen of Africa. Good evening, boss. Pazzy K. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We are all welcome to this live stream. It's been long we came on live. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Yes, Mama. Thanks for your support, my Black Queen. Pazzy, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. Ma. So we can start now. The world is full of evil. The world is full of unexplainable evil now. A lot is happening, and December is fast approaching. It's not just about December, but I know a lot of persons will be traveling home. Evil is not just associated with a particular country, associated with a particular race, associated with a particular community. All over the world, evil abounds all over the world. I decided to make this video today because of do I call this a testimony? I don't even know if I should call it a testimony or not, because it's a blessing the young man got, and the enemy snatched it from him. How did it happen? This young man dropped a comment in one of my videos. If you don't mind, you can take your time, go through the community, go down a little, you will see the testimony. But as I speak with you now, this testimony seems to be like do I call it a thing of the past? Because I asked this person to WhatsApp me. I am yet to hear from the person. I wanted to know if he was able to go back to America, or if whatever happened to him, he's still in Nigeria. I dropped my contact because we began chatting on the comment section. So I dropped my contact. I asked him to WhatsApp me to know the situation of things. Hopefully from there we'll know what God can do. Okay, this testimony goes like this. He was asking a question under one particular video, what he should do after whatever in the video. So he said, he said my program, video, recipe, or whatever, by the grace of God, helped him to travel to America and helped him. Things were working for him until he came back home. He came back home, I think a month ago. Please, you can go through the, sorry, let me, sorry, I don't want to, because I've been thinking about this, and every time I remember this, please don't bind my finger. You may be seeing my fingers very dirty. Just ignore. I made soap today, so don't say this lady is too dirty. So please just ignore. So I really want us to, it really hurts me. Ever since I read this testimony, I have been bothered in my spirit. You see, a lot of people, when you talk about evil, you talk about witchcrafty and all this, they tell you you are being too superstitious, an African mentality. Until you experience it firsthand, You will not believe. I don't pray that we experience it, please. It's not something one should wish even their worst enemy. But until one comes comes in contact with someone that has experienced this, then you will know that evil indeed abounds, and you really need to protect yourself prayerfully and otherwise by the grace of God, because these people are not sleeping. Okay, yeah, I have it here now. Oh, my sister, thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you. Your receipt took me to America and made me who I am today. But enemies scattered it when we came back to Nigeria last month. The witches. This is on the community. You can take your time and go through it. It's on the community. Ever since this man dropped this testimony, anytime I remember, it disturbs my spirit. I can't imagine someone doing whatever they did and God stepped in, perfected it, took him out of the country, better his life, and just coming back home last month, he said the enemy scatter it, the witches. Now, this brings about this video today. If you ask me, the major way they would have been able to get this young man is through his money. Through his money. He must have come back home and started gifting people money without taking spiritual precaution. And what happens? Bam! They got at him. I wished he saw the last message I dropped to WhatsApp me. Let's talk. Let me know if he's still in the country or he has found a way to go back. That message is very disturbing. So today I am here to talk about ways you can simple. I don't want to make it complicated. The complicated ones are, I'll start asking you, go and look for this leaf, go and look for this one. No, simple whereby everyone anywhere can do this. Because a lot of young men in my country, for example, immediately they travel home for Xmas and they return, things will begin to go back for them, business will begin to go down, there will be everything everywhere will just boom. They have gifted the wrong person's money especially, and they use it to get at them spiritually. Number one way, that one I know a lot of persons wherever they are will say, oh, we cannot get this, we cannot get that. I will give us 3 ways you can protect your money spiritually before you give it out to them. The number one way is prayers. We all know. Praying to God Almighty, acknowledging God, telling him that, Father, see, you know I am nothing without you. You know these people say they are mighty. You know these people say they are powerful. You know these people say they are whatever. But Lord, I am nothing without you, and there is none mightier than the creator that was not created. Lord, there is none mightier than you. I am hiding under your shadow. Lord, they have gathered, but because they did not gather for good, their gathering is for evil. Let every of their gathering upon me scatter. You understand? Number one is handing it over to God. Very, 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 very important. Before you even think of using the natures he created for this purpose. The second way is get your alligator pepper, please. Anytime you can. One thing about alligator pepper, I think it doesn't get spoiled. Anytime you can, anywhere, please get this spice and keep it with you. I can't explain what God did in this spice. So when you are traveling home, after you have committed everything to the hand of God, he who foresees today, tomorrow, and forever, then get your alligator pepper 7 seeds, the one you open for prayer purpose. We all know this is not a new thing, how to open it for prayer purpose is by taking your hands to the back and open it. bring it forth and store it in a plastic container. Take 7 seeds. You can use it in so many ways. Okay, let me chip in some things you can. While you are in your village, you have come back home, you can carry 7 seeds in your pocket when you want to go and visit someone you think, you know what I'm trying to say. Someone you think, carry 7 seeds with you. Or when you are going to all those village meeting, village gathering. See, let me tell you something. The time of putting it inside your drink, inside your food, or it has passed. So they don't upgrade. Just like smartphones, they don't upgrade now. You are using latest phone, you think they are still in the area of whereby you see them doing, or whereby you see them incanting the back. No, they have upgraded though. So you too need to upgrade. They can use mere looking at with eye, then go send and give you. Mere looking at your drinks with eye, then go send and give you. Mere touching, just maybe something, someone say, is this is it cold? Let me touch your, is it cold? They don't put them, they don't already put them. No be until they open them, put them inside. So you too also need to upgrade spiritually. As they upgrade, you they upgrade, both prayer wise and any otherwise. So when you get your 7 seeds, when you want to go and visit them, put it in your pocket. When you come back, remove it and throw it away. You understand? You can also chew 7 seeds. Just chew it and let it just be all over your mouth when you want to go and visit them. Now, remember, bat with 7 seeds when you come back from visiting them, or all those meetings when I don't gather. Both the good, the bad, the ugly, don't gather. When you come back, put 7 seeds in your water when you come back. Now all these are not part of the video, but I'm just trying to chip in some things you can do with alligator pepper when you travel this Xmas and whatever. Now, then again, I shared my testimony with us one time, how the first time I traveled to my husband's place for my mother-in-law's burial, when we are about to come back, in fact, that was my first time in my life to see something removed from someone's body physically, no be joke. So there's this place we'll go to. The man is good at what he does. Before you know, he will remove it here, remove it here, remove it in your tummy. Now this thing is called pin. In fact, that was what killed my mother-in-law. May her soul rest in peace. She traveled home, came back, and unknown, they put that thing in her, and she fell sick, took her to the hospital. Immediately they inject you. If you have that thing in your body, you fall sick, they take you to the hospital and they inject you. It only takes the grace of God and mercy of God. If God say your time no reach, just pray. I don't know if you understand. She that left, should we say her time? God does not permit evil. It's not God that does or permit. Or I don't even know what to say about that, because sometimes when you think about God is a mystery. When you think about some things, your head go just you understand. So immediately they injected her. That is it. So I happened to travel for her burial. When we are about coming back, we went to that place. My dear brothers and sisters, even me that is a total stranger visiting for the first time, waiting I do them, they were removing the pins. In all of us, when I mean all of us, the family, then I have not that was in 2018, 2019, I think back. I've not even started nature. That time we still a fire, only fire. Oh Lord, fire there. Oh, now fire with the that time we are still calling nature evil. This thing, they are bad though. Hey, you people are sinners. Don't worry. See this life, this life funny. I beg, how to make this live stream as make it not too serious. I beg. So even a small child where they still carry, they remove pin from their body. Life is a mystery. So next time after my wedding, by then now we don't enter nature. We don't enter nature. They do these things. When I was not traveling, I carried my gods. I carried God, oh God. Now me and you they travel. Now me and you they go this journey, oh. I carried my God. I pray to God Almighty. Pray to my chi. Do the little things I know. Then I carry some things along with me. Ball stick. Carry my alligator pepper. Carry my curse breaker and back to sender soap. When I got home, the curse breaker and back to sender soap I brought. Everyone in the family, everyone, even my father-in-law, my sister-in-laws, everybody, when they saw it, I also carried some mixture of spiritual perfume back to sender that I prepared. Everybody say, now this one we go they use. Nobody uses another soap again. And you know, curse breaker and back to sender soap is not a soap that you use normal this. So what did I do? I just prayed over it to remove the spiritual energy in it, and then ask God to just make it a normal soap, because He will not tell people not to use soap. They say, everybody say, now this one will go they use. Anybody wey wan go bath, Gloria, where is that your soap? I cook my pray over it so that I will not carry other person's energy, if you understand what I mean spiritually. So I now drop it, make all of us they use the bath. To the glory of God. After we all stayed and we want to return, we went to the place they are removing the pain. None of us, no single person, they no remove food, whatever it is from our bodies. And I was surprised. I was like, And I heard curse breaker and back to sender soap that you all used. God used it for you. Now, why am I telling you this? I am not telling you this because, of course, I uploaded a video today. If I want to advertise my product, they make full video. But I'm just telling you this to know that times are evil. You need to take precautionary measures. They know they laugh. I don't know why these people derive joy in other person's sadness. I don't just know what they stand to benefit. They are waiting for you. They say, shey this December, e don come now, e don go gather, make e come back. We dey wait for you. It could be just ordinary hug. Hey, welcome, welcome. Boom, they don't put up. But today's own I want to talk about, because majorly they use your money. Now your business and they always attract. When you come back, you start begging for food. It's not our portion. Get your money. I would always advise. I'm not asking you to go and withdraw huge money anytime you want to travel and carry all the money because you want the one you want to spend. No. But anyone you take along with you, even the one you will spend yourself, because sometimes there will be no time for you to be doing, you understand, even the one you yourself will spend. Get 7 seed anytime you withdraw money, or anyone you carry with you. Get 7 seed of alligator pepper, drop that money on the ground, stand barefooted with the 7 seeds you open for prayer purpose in your mouth. Oh, sorry. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. 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 Good evening. Hello, Musa. Welcome. Hello, Obi. Thank you for stopping by. With 7 seeds in your mouth, begin to speak on that money. Anyone that I gives this money and he uses it against me, it will not work for them. It will backfire. I'm just giving you my ways. It will go, you understand? Speak on the money. No one will use my money against me for evil. No one. Because I have already used this money myself. Now, what am I trying to say by I have already used this money? You know, for example, you give somebody something. The person said, okay, there's one story I read recently. A lady that was saying, you know, all this, they will say, they have used you. You understand what I mean? Maybe someone wants to do evil to someone unknown to, and then the person has already been used. The person will say, I beg, they go, they already use you. You understand my point? So if you pray with alligator pepper on that money, it means you yourself, you don't use the money. Spiritual, you don't use them. So if you give, if they take it to wherever or do whatever, it will not work because the money has already been used by you. So with 7 seeds in your mouth, speak. Anyone, it will not work for them. If you want to use my money for evil against me, I gave you with my pure heart, with no evil intention. It will not work for you. Anywhere you take my money to, my money will be rejected. Anywhere you take my money for evil to, against me, my money will be rejected. Just pray, speak. Now, chew that 7 seed and spit it on the money. Call your name. I, Gloria Obonna, the daughter of a Mirabel. Anyone that wants to use my money against me, because I give it to you out of love, it will not work for you. Please don't go and spit plenty on the money. Say it again. Say something else again. Anyone this. Say the third one. Say it again. Wait. Spit it on the money, my dear. Enjoy your stay. Give them as you want. Let them go and chop. Let them go and try anything funny. If onye metere ye buru, meaning whatever one does, you should use his head to carry it. That is number 1. The second one is, this is chili pepper. Ata rodo pepper. Ide pepper. Hey. This is not your ordinary pepper. Get your chili pepper. But if you ask me, I'm just giving us alternatives that also work. But that of the alligator pepper is the, get your chili pepper. Get your money. Take this chili pepper little on your tongue. I can imagine the pain, sha. No pain, no gain, none. As it's peppering you on your tongue, and maybe tears are coming out from your eye. That is how it will pepper them if they try to use your money against you. With this chili pepper on your lips, with your money, speak. Anyone that wants to take my money to wherever against me, to use it against me, to do evil, to plan evil, this, that, back to sender. It will not work. When you are done speaking, the same way you call, you understand, I, the daughter of, 3 times, go and give them. The third method you should use also is very easy to get. I want us to do easy things. I can also tell us one leaf you can use, but that one would be, people will not be able to get it and all that. So let's do easy things that also work by God's grace. Is, you see this salt, I don't know what God put in salt. Like someone will say, God bless you. God bless you, God. So with your salt also on your tongue, speak the same method, the same way, and spit it on the money. Go and give them. Now, some people will be wondering, can I do the 3 methods? Yes, you can do the 3 methods. Now, another one method you can do is, but this one somehow is going to, have you received money sometimes, from maybe someone, and you are seeing oil, like groundnut oil or olive oil, or you'll be seeing oil on the money, I have seen someone who received money in the village, and she was complaining, this person puts this money in groundnut oil, not that it's much or it's not much, but you just see the sign small, that when I looked at the money, I smiled inside me. The person has prayed over his money before he gave her. Let's not go there. Get your oil, olive oil, preferably. Please don't use ororo. Don't mess our currency, please. Don't mess the currency. A little will go a long way. A little will go a long way. In the oil of your choice, add sand. Yes, sand. Add your salt into it. Now pray into this oil. Open it and pray. God, if they walk on the ground and they say they want to use my money to send me back to the village because I gave them from my free heart, because I gave them out of love, Father, if that person walks on the ground, has ever walked on the ground, I don't think there's anybody that's, even if you don't, maybe something affected the nail right from when they gave birth to the person. Anyhow, you have touched the ground, sat on the ground, or any means. If they eat anything prepared with salt, if they have ever eaten anything prepared with salt, you can even add 7 seeds of alligator pepper into it if you have. Now, this particular oil, you can use it for so many things, not just your money. You can use it on yourself, you understand? You can drop some in your bucket of bath water and all that. You can prepare this particular oil and go with it. If you have your alligator pepper 7 seed, add it. That makes it perfect. You can use it for yourself. If they ever eat anything prepared with salt, is there anybody that has never eaten anything prepared with salt? It's possible, sha. You may decide to stop eating salt at a certain age on your own, but when you were still a baby, small, I am not sure there is no how you have not eaten salt by anyone, your mother or anywhere, whatever. For the fact that they have eaten or they eat anything prepared with salt, for the fact that they walk on the ground, for the fact that they have ever walked on the ground, whatever evil they do, it will not work for them. Wherever they take my money or my name for evil, it will not work for them. When you are done praying, don't use my words alone. I'm just giving you example. Serious. You need to be serious because these people are not resting. When you are done praying inside the oil with all the contents in the oil, go ahead and use it. Please don't, when you put your money together like in bunch, this side you can put it on this, a little will go a long way on the two sides. That way it touches each, it shall touch the money, you understand? Go ahead and give them and let them eat their own judgment. Yes, because you have judged them. Do you know the judgment you have given them? They eat salt. They walk on the ground. There is the one you do with water also, but you can't do that one. You can't mix oil and water. But that of water, you can use it for yourself, to pray for yourself. You can use it for yourself to pray for yourself. Will I say I don't divert to another topic? Okay, yes. Now, a lot of people don't understand the significance of water. This water you drink. This mighty creature of God Almighty. A lot of people don't understand they can use it for protection. They can use it for to ask for their wish. My problem with some people now is, which I don't even care, because if you have seen life before you see light, you will not want to go back to darkness. Some people keep asking, Chizzy, are you a Christian? I am a Christian. I love God. I love Jesus, and Jesus loves me. If you don't know today, maybe because of the things you see me posting, you now decide to deviate from your faith. Don't do it though. In the night when I want to sleep, I pray to God need for protection. No, even if I rub my protection oil, even if I have my bath with my back to sender and cause breaker soap or whatever ever I do, I pray to God. I tell him, God, you know all these ones, they are just formality. New now you, even though I use them, now still you. See, stop allowing the enemy to keep feeding on you in the name of you are religious. See, the thing is, I am not judging anyone, but even if rapture takes place now, a lot of people will not even move. We choose our sin. But we have refused to choose. I don't do every religion. There are things I don't involve myself. No. Sorry. I don't do tradition. Not every tradition I involve. There are some things I don't involve myself. No. Like for my product, today for example, I don't use animals. I don't use animals for my products. My chi does not accept that. I only use herbs and everything we can eat, and herbs, tree barks and all that. You understand? I don't put my hand in everything. But there are some of these little natural things you can always do to help yourself. Stop being like me in the past. Stop being like me in the past. And they dealt with me. Oh. Do you know one of the dealing they dealt with me in the past? Spiritual wastage. Sickness. Have you ever been sick all your life, every day, for more than 3 years? Malaria. Those are times of agony for me. Going to the hospital, buying drugs. I eat drugs more than I ate food. I was ignorant, thinking that is normal. See, the funny thing is, I run all the tests in this life. It's negative. But every day I'm sick with malaria. They dealt with me, oh. But it's just the mercy of God. In fact, when I look back and I ask myself, how did I survive this period? How did it happen? And I look at today, I understand how I was able to survive it. Because I have an assignment that is yet to be completed. But if no be so, these people for don't buy themselves. And those were the times I dey go church, I dey pray, or I dey go deliverance. But immediately I come out of that deliverance, it go be like say then they wait for me for gates. Wow. I don't want to remember that time of my life. In fact, I was asking myself, are you sure that your genotype is even AA? But before then, I don't used to be sick. I chop drip. I chop medicine. I chop injection. Still, every day I am sick. Not until I began to see things in my sleep. I began to see things in my dream. These natural things. I began to see myself preparing it and using it. I accepted nature. I acknowledge nature that is created by God. Immediately I started using these natural things. It is me today that will stay more than a year, even with all the stress. My work is stressful. Forget you behind the camera. Even with all the stress, going up, going down, everything, I will not take paracetamol in the name of sickness. Me, that used to 30 days in a month, maybe 4 days only. It's only when I will not be. It's not that I'm not sick. That 4 days, maybe I just finish. Sometimes I'll finish my malaria medicine in the morning. At night, it will start again. There is no test I didn't run. Hepatitis. Because I know that hepatitis, you can get it by sweat, touching people. As the say I don't have a car then. I am still entering public transport. So I use that one. Say maybe one day I'm sitting inside transport and somebody that have it and I have the sweat, you understand? HIV. I was reading HIV like, have you ever prayed that they should just give your sickness a name so that you start taking medication? I was reading HIV test not because I was living a wayward life, but you know we used to fix our hair now. I said to myself, maybe when I went to fix my hair, they use a needle of someone that has it and they use it to prick my hair and now I have it. But I will go out, I just see. I was praying then they should just tell me it's sorry, please, I beg of you. This is not me victimizing those with it. No, please, I beg of you. I am not victimizing anyone. I'm just sharing my testimony, what God did for me through nature, what I passed through then. I am not victimizing anyone. Please, please. Thank you. I was praying that they just tell me, okay, you have HIV. Then I'll start taking medication now. Maybe the constant sickness will stop. I ran HIV, negative. Hepatitis, negative. Infection, negative. Then what is wrong with me? Why am I dying? What is, if I run a malaria test, they will tell me it's just small, just plus. Then the drugs I'm taking every day is not even touching the plus. I keep on, God, what is happening? God, why now? Wait, who did I offend? What did I do? What did I do? Why? God, why? I buy my medicine ahead. You don't even see, you are still taking medicine, and maybe small money comes into your hand. You go and buy malaria medicine and keep it and wait. By the time you finish the one you are taking, because you know you will still be sick. I stopped my job. I was working with MTN customer care. I stopped working. Nobody knows that too. Nobody knows that aspect. They just wanted to waste my life. They wanted to useless my life with sickness. I stopped working because the job is stressful and every day I am sick. All my colleagues, some of them don't use them. You know, they give you medical this thing. Is it 5 times in a month? If you are sick, you can go to the hospital. Your whatever covers it. All my friends, most of my colleagues, in fact, I began to be ashamed. I don't even used to tell people that I'm sick again. I'll just be pretending I'm dying, but if people are there, I'll just be doing like nothing is wrong with me. Now, why am I sharing my testimony with you? When I wake up these days, I count how many months I have stayed without taking drugs. Yes, sometimes you get so tired. All I need is maybe rest, or if at all, maybe paracetamol, and I'm fine. When I wake up and look at how many months, God, I ask, is this me? Is this me? Unknown to me is accumulated negative energies. Arrows they are throwing at themselves. They are throwing at themselves for whatever reason. Arrows they are throwing at themselves. That is why today a lot of people are sick. They will give it a name. Yes, they will look for a name and attach to it. Oh, it's diabetes. Oh, it's ulcer. Oh, it's a malaria. Oh, it's typhoid. They are spiritual. They are not ordinary. Because if they don't give it a name, see how the enemy operates. If they don't give it a name, you will go out and look for solution. Yes. If they say, we don't know what is wrong with this person, when medicals say they don't know what is wrong with you, what will you do? You feel waka now. You understand my point? But when they don't tell you say na malaria they do you, where you won't go again? Go they treat malaria now. When they don't tell you say na ulcer they do you, what do you want do again? You go they treat ulcer now. That is how negative energy the enemy operates. They gives it a name until they kill that person, and you will hear, oh, na ordinary malaria, na ordinary headache. No, it's not ordinary. Why am I telling you all this? Please wake up. They are not sleeping. Whatever you do, let your hands be clean. The number one charm I try to do in life, is trying. I'm not perfect, oh. I'm not perfect. I offend people, but not the time that somebody will say, hey, you remove food from my mouth. Hey. If one has done that in the past, now that you know what you know, that there's karma, you shouldn't be doing things like that. Keep your hands clean. Wish no one evil, do no one evil. That way, if they do you, it will go back to them. So please, I am telling you all this because I want you to see the blessing that God has put in nature. Nature is not a curse. Nature is a blessing. Use it to your advantage. Stop being deceived. Some of the people that deceive you and tell you, yeah, you are this is idolatry, is that, they use it behind you. They use it behind you. Yes, they use it behind you. Sorry, I took your time, or I take your time. Which one is the perfect English? The purpose of the video is how to protect your money against evil people. But I am glad I'm able to share my testimony with you. Yes, it's my testimony. I am a living testimony. I am a living testimony of the work of God through nature. For those that will ask, what did you do? I started cleansing myself with these natural things. I started cleansing myself. That was how God delivered me. Make I go cook, I dey hungry. Now bye bye. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, see all the people. Sorry. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate you so much. Hello, everyone. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate you. God bless you. May God Almighty, the creator that was not created, may he fight those that fight us. May he fight our hidden and open battles. May he be our shield. Whatever you do, do not leave God behind and trust in these things, because he created it for your own use. When you pray or acknowledge God while using these things, it works faster. I love you.